Yo, what is going on, guys? It's TKF here. I have another OU battle for you. I think this was a really good match, actually, against a guy called DarkCelebi. I got it off of Fusion Vaults. If I remember right, I'll put the link in the description. But anyway, this was a great battle, like I said, against DarkCelebi. The front messed up there because my Desume only lets me use this background. I have no idea why. I'll uninstall it and re-download it later. But anyway, let's get into it. I'm going to lead off with the Baals. He's going to lead off with the Bronzong. Not really too bad of a matchup for me. I know Bronzongs generally carry Earthquake and Jarable. I'm not really too scared though, since I do have the Fire Blast. I do want to get my rocks up, and I'm kind of just predicting him to get his rocks up anyway, so that's all good. So I give it the Fire Blast now. I want to see if this is Heat Proof or if it's Levitate. Judging by the damage, I have no idea, because I'm not sure whether this is my heavily invested T-Tar, max Special D, max spec attack or not. So I have no idea. No idea if I'm running any HP investment, because I actually don't know T-Tar's base HP, so I might be at 350, I don't know. But anyway, yeah, right here, I'm going to pursue him on the switch, I think, which is nice. I'm going to be able to do that extra damage. As he sends in his own, what is that thing called? Tyranitar. And I see a lot of Reptars, you know, the nickname. It's just quite, anyway, whatever, I just noticed it. So anyway, I get lefties. So I'm going to switch out here because I think I just got my lefties last. I don't know, I'm not paying attention. So I'm going to go into Shambledore just in case, well, I have no idea what he wants to do. But he's going to switch it and go out into Monopoly, which is his Jellicent, in case I want to go for the stab fire move. Obviously, with 427 special attack, that's going to be doing a hell of a lot of damage, and you're definitely not going to want to stay in there. So he actually makes a nice double switch. I'm not really sure why, but really nice switch. So he's going to withdraw again now, even though he has the favourable matchup, and he's going to go out into Bronzong knowing that I'm going to want to switch, because obviously Jellicent was not good. But I don't. I actually decide to stay in because I don't care enough. So I'm going to Shadow Ball with Bronzong. It's going to be a take out, which is nice, because had this have had the Trick Room, I highly doubt it, because, you know, it had Stealth Rock, but still, could have had it, it would have worried me. So I stay in, I want to take it out. I don't really care about Shambledore anyway. If anything wants to get sacked on my team, it's that. So I kind of just stay into Shadow Ball Jellicent. So anyways, I get his Bronzong. I'm going to go out into Vaporeon now. He decides to SD. Not a matchup he's going to win. A, because I have the Scald. B, because I'm Bold Nature and I'm heavily invested. And as you can see, I'm max HP. So I am pretty confident I'm going to be able to take a hit. So I do scare him out with the Scald, because if he gets the burn, he knows he's screwed, and he will need that later on in the match, as you'll see. It's very important. So in comes Rotom Cut. I'm just going to Scald on the Excadrill as he switches out into this thing. I get the burn. Doesn't really matter too much. These things are like 90% of the time special anyway, so it doesn't really hinder too much. I'm going to want to switch, because I don't know if this is going to want to trick. It's probably going to want to trick. So I have to go out into Latios, because whatever he wants to trick me, Latios will take, unless it's an Iron Ball, then I'll be pissed. But I go into Nubs. He is going to go for the trick. I believe he tricks me the Scarf. Yeah, I get the Scarf, which is, you know, that's great. He gets the specs, and you can see here, he does not want me to have this. He does not want me to have the Scarf at all, because it's just not great for him. So I give the trick because I don't want it either. I want my specs back, you know, so I can come in and drop the Dracos on his team. But as you'll see here, he actually goes for the trick as well, because, you know, he just doesn't want me to have it. So this is just stupid. We're kind of like, alright, so now I have the Scarf again and you have the specs again, so what do we do? I mean, I want my specs, and judging by him going for trick again, he wants his Scarf back so that he can trick something later, but nope. I'm not having it. I'm just going to go for the Surf. For those of you guys who don't know, if you trick and trick again, you're actually able to change your move, so I wasn't locked into trick, if that makes sense. So I'm going to be able to finish him off to a Surf. He's going to bring Jellicent, obviously full well knowing that I'm choiced at this point, so I'm going to want to go ahead and switch out. I'm going to go into Subpar Wall, knowing he cannot do a thing to me, unless he has Hidden Power Fire, which would just be crazy. Not going to happen though. So, going to be able to send it in. I'm going to threaten him out with the Grass Stab. I can do whatever I want. Let Spikes. I don't carry Spikes on the set, but I could let Spikes. You know, I could do whatever. He goes for the Taunt. I didn't see this coming. I don't know why. I just don't see many with Taunt, so I was kind of like, okay. There goes my plan to Leech Seed whatever was going to come in. So, not really playing too well. I really should have considered that, but I guess not. So, he's going to switch now, knowing I'm going to want to switch into something that's going to be to take out the water. And he knows whatever I'm most likely to send in to take the water is going to be resisted by Gliscor. And I do send in Nubs. Now, this Gliscors do carry Ice Fang. I'm not too worried. I'm pretty sure it can't take me out from there. Actually, it probably would if he's heavily invested. But, you know, I can scare him out with the Draco or the Surf. He goes for the Protect. I believe at this point I would most likely go for the Draco. Yeah, I go for the Draco. Okay. He's going to be scared out by that and probably going to want to go back into Jellicent. So if I was smart, what I should have done here was double switch out into something that could take his Jellicent. Looking back at the match, I really don't remember it. He goes back into his T-Tar, kind of a good play on his part as soon as he does get the special defense raise from the Sandstorm. He knows he's going to be able to take one Draco, or he should anyway, seeing as I am now Scarfed and not Specs. And as you can see, it does nothing, like I said, because of the Sandstorm raise. If I'd have had Specs, that would have done 0.5 times more, so, you know, that would have brought him down into high yellow, but unfortunately now he's in the green, since I don't have Specs. I'm going to go for the Draco again, because I don't know if he's carrying Pursuit, and I do not want to find out if he is by switching out. So any damage is good damage, and as you'll see here, he does have the Pursuit. So a great play on my part. I knew I was going to die if I switched out, and if I stayed in, I'd get the extra Draco Meteor, so good play on my part. Even DarkCelebi is a really good battler, actually. It's really fun to play. So I'm going to go into McTrollson. This thing is here to troll. So I can just set up the Wish, or I can Toxic. Kind of a dangerous play, actually, because mine actually carries the Lumberry. So if he'd have carried Lumberry, I'd been pissed. He goes for the Crunch. He gets a critical hit here. It probably would have mattered in the long run, seeing as I am max defense, max HP, I believe. So I probably could have wish stalled this thing to no end, but you know, seeing as I do now have lowered HP because of the crit, I'm going to be in a slightly worse off position than I would have been. He's going to switch out, fearing the Scald, I guess, but I'm actually just going to go for the Wish. Either that or predicting the Wish. It doesn't really matter either way. I'm going to Wish up here. I'm not really too sure. I know he can take me out from here with that Stab Earthquake. I am worried about that. Excuse me, guys, just nearly choked to death. So he is going to go for the EQ. I didn't really deem it necessary to go for the Protect, because if he had subbed or Sword Stance, I would have been in the shit, and I would rather take the risk and go for the Sculpt. So I send in Shambledore now, basically as fodder. I don't really care. He just EQs me. Not really too big of a deal. I just want to make sure that yeah, I want to threaten him into not being able to sub or SD. Because if he doesn't, then I'm fine, and I know I can take him out. So I'm going to go into my subpar wall right now. I know I can scare him out with the Power Whip, and he has nothing to hit me with. Even at +2, a Stab Earthquake would not take me out, even though I'm not defensive, especially defensive. It would bring me down very low, but it would not take me out. I'm going to make the obvious play and go for the Leech Seed on the switch. If that was my Excadrill, I would have subbed to Leech Seed block and then SD'd, because I carry sub on my Excadrill, because, you know, it's just pro. And the Gliscor gets seeded, kind of counteracting his Poison Heal. He tries to SD up here in hopes of taking me out. Probably not going to happen, because I do have the Power Whip. I'm not burned like Ferrothorn always gets burned. And me Power Whipping him and having the Leech Seed, he is definitely fighting a losing battle here. He's not going to win this, regardless. So he's going to give the EQ. I want to see how much it does. It does about half, which is not surprising, actually. And I want to know what kind of set this guy was running earlier when I was facing him on PO. I'm not DarkCelebi, but his Gyroball was doing 60% to my max defense Gliscor. I was like, wow. But anyway, his Gliscor doesn't take that Gyroball too well either. And I'm going to switch out now and go into T-Tar. I'm not sure why. I'm really not sure why I would do that. That was kind of a stupid play. I really don't know what I was predicting there. But anyway, T-Tar gets sacked. Yeah, I really have no idea. Probably thinking that he might not want to go for the EQ and he might want to SD, and that way I could get more Leech Seed off of him and then live another hit. But what I should have done, just protected anyway. So I really don't know what I was thinking. But I protect here knowing he's not going to want SD because he thinks he can probably take me out. Of course now he can't take me out because I do have that extra HP from Leech Seed, so that's fine. He is getting dangerously low on HP. He EQs me for damage. It's not going to kill at that point. Even I was going to say even with a crit. Of course it was going to take me out with a crit. But anyway, even with max damage it wouldn't take me out. So I decide to hit him down as low as possible and then finish him off with the Leech Seed. I don't really get anything back from it. Well, I get 3 HP. Yay! Anyway, in comes T-Tar. He's going to be able to take me out with a Fire Blast, Earthquake, whatever he wants to go for. He does opt to go for Fire Blast. Unluckily for me, it doesn't miss. I really thought it would have missed. You know, if that was me, I would have missed. That's just kind of unfortunate. Takes me out anyway. Now, I believe I'm on my last 2. I believe I have a Porygon and Excadrill. So I'm going to go into Excadrill. I know I can easily outspeed because the sand is up. And I'm going to sub because I want to see what he wants to do. And if he misses Fire Blast, it's good game. And he misses Fire Blast. Ah, bitch. Okay, that was a really bad Chauffeur impression. But anyway, he misses. I'm going to be able to set up, which is great. I know I get a free Sword Stance now. He has no form of priority on his team because he only has this and Excadrill left. So this is a sweep right here. So I SD, and you know what I should have done? I should have EQ'd, and you'll see why. It's pretty fucking obvious that an Earthquake would have taken out Tyranitar and it would have taken out Excadrill, being that it would have been super effective and Excadrill's defenses are shite. And yeah, so I sub here. I should sub here. If I don't, then I deserve to lose this match. I think I sub. I don't sub. I can see by the amount of time left on the battle, I do not sub. So I Earthquake. That right there was a dumb play. I easily had enough HP to stall him out of Fire Blasts, on the assumption he doesn't carry the Earthquake. If he did carry it, then that was just stupid. He should have gone for it. Anyway, sends in right here. Now this comes down to speed tie, and of course he fucking wins the speed tie and takes me out. So that was an extremely close match. He won the speed tie. If he was running Jolly, I have no idea why he would have been. If he was running Jolly, then it wasn't the speed tie. If he was running Adamant, then it was a speed tie, and he won it, and I fucking lost because of a speed tie again. Anyway, regardless, great match. I had a lot of fun. If you have a YouTube channel or you're watching this, bro, let me know. I will link you in the description. And yeah, good game, and I'll catch you guys later. Touche.